Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Manny. Yeah. To you. Woo! Only 21 today. Birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday from Applebee's to you. Happy birthday. Have a happy birthday. Happy birthday.
I like to introduce myself. My name is
King.
Churro.
Morning, y'all. It's your boy King Churro. It is April 10th, 2022. It's approximately 8:30 in the morning. I woke up about an hour ago, took my meds, crawled into bed with my wife, cuddled with her for a little bit, and then I whispered in her ear, "What would you like for breakfast?" And then she's like,
I had a bowl of cereal earlier, but I'm still starving.
I'm like, "What do you want for breakfast?" Simple question, guys. What do you want for breakfast? And she's like,
Whatever you want.
so I'm headed to McDonald's. I'm gonna get us some sausage egg McMuffins. And yeah, that's how we're starting the day. I went to work yesterday and I came home tired as hell, and I know why. Because my job that I'm doing now, the closing position, it's not strenuous or nothing, but it's getting hot outside. The sun drains your energy. The thing is, guys, is I don't appreciate catching attitude from some of these drivers. Yesterday, I caught so much attitude from these drivers. I'm like, like this one kid, I don't know who I didn't know what his name was or nothing. All I know is that he comes to work with one of our female drivers who actually is out because she broke her ankle. What I had to do is I had to check everybody's fuel gauge just to make sure that they fueled up on the way to the station. It sucks that I have to be that petty. That's part of my job. It's not what I choose to do. It's just part of my job. But it sucks that I have to be that petty, but because we can't rely on these guys to just do what they need to do. We need the vehicles fueled up all the way every day, because especially right now, it's getting hotter outside. People are going to leave the AC on, and if they're in a country club or in a safe neighborhood, they're going to leave the engine on. So if we leave it at half tank, middle of that route, they might have no fuel left. You just can't tell. And with 170, 180, 200 stops, you're going to need that fuel. With the van running, with the AC blowing, you're going to need that shit. So, again, I don't choose upon myself to, look at everybody's fuel gauge. That's just what I'm instructed to do by the operation managers, my boss. He basically is like,
why do you have to make me prove you wrong all the time?
I'm like, the hell? Who the hell do you think you're talking to? And Saul was like,
Man, you can check me. I'm a lead driver.
I'm like, yeah, well, I was the fourth person hired onto this team when we first started. But I'm no exception, so neither are you. One of our drivers, really nice guy. I honestly, every time I see him, I'm glad to see him. He's a really nice guy. He might have had a bad day, but his positivity, I love it. I love working with this guy. His name is Vicente. He rolled in. He was confident that he,
It's like, yeah, filled up.
That shit was not filled up. It was about 3/4 tank. I was like, look at the tank, dude, look at it. And he's like,
What the hell? It said it put $35 in it.
I'm like, yeah, but You know, because some of these pumps, man, they're at a certain price tag. They're limiting you to a certain amount.
Obviously, I was on the road, and when you're on the road, you need to put fuel. But I stopped at this one truck stop, and as I pulled up, I was like, man, this is easy going to be anywhere from like 125 to 140. All because my fuel light was on, you know what I'm saying? And I got a 30-gallon tank, and I use nothing but premium. Needless to say, as I was pumping fuel, the fuel pump stopped at $75. I was like, wait, what? So I tried to keep pumping it in some more, and it wasn't happening. And I said, hey, man, I think there's something wrong with your fuel pump. Oh, no, sir. Did it stop at 75? I said, yeah, how did you know that? Oh, we have it preset. I said, you have what preset? It's for the fuel to stop at $75. That way people don't keep getting more and more. I said, so you're rationing fuel? It was not like that, but kinda. And it's also to stop allowing people to take pictures of these high gas prices and posting them on social media.
But if I don't check everybody, that's what's going to happen. Yeah, I just ordered 2 number 8s. The sausage egg muffin, 2 sausage egg muffins, hash brown, and a drink. I ordered 2 of those. I don't think she understood I ordered 2. I think she interpreted 1, and then I don't know what she assumed. She's like, all right, first window. I'm like, don't I get the choice of drink? And she's like, oh, you want the drink? I'm like, yeah, I wanted the meal. Like, what the And so like, all right, what do you want to drink? I'm like, I need an orange juice and I need a mocha iced coffee with no whipped cream. Now I'm going to have to verify. See, this is the thing. I shouldn't have to be this petty. It should just be, you know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't have to verify that this is what I ordered. Just like I shouldn't have to verify that they filled up on the way to the station, the drivers. That's my whole thing, guys. It's like, why do I have to? I shouldn't have to. We're all adults here, right? If the instructions are, after you're done with your route, after you're done those rescues, and that's another thing, they don't like to rescue. Why don't you like to rescue? Oh, I want to go home early. Well, sorry. You know? So you don't want your 10 hours? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I get it. It's getting hot outside, but maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the only one who's just like, well, I mean, I can push for more hours, right? Maybe it's just me, but ultimately, at the end of the day, we're all adults. We're all here to make money. You don't go to work to not make money. It just doesn't make any sense. I verified, and I got both meals in there. The sad part is, little tiny ass orange juice they give you. And then I asked for the iced coffee. Little tiny ass iced coffee they gave me. It's even smaller than orange juice. You know, I had mentioned something yesterday while I was at work to Christine, who's our evening operations manager. And I had said something like, I wanted to have a cooler full of water and Gatorade and ice, so that way when the drivers came back, and as I'm checking their fuel and making sure that they do their post-inspection, all that stuff, that they have a bottle of Gatorade or water, something to quench the thirst because it's getting hot outside. And then she's like, well, you can just come over here and just take now they have an ice machine, a big ice machine in the station, and they got free water. But then I'm like, well, sometimes as a driver you don't want just water because you've been drinking water all day. Maybe you want a Gatorade or something to kind of grab those electrolytes that you've lost throughout the day. I was like, I would love to do that, but the problem is I'm not making that Uncle Ray money no more. And she's like, well, Uncle Ray money? I'm like, yeah, the money I used to make when I used to buy everybody shit, just because that's what Uncle Ray does. Doing this closing shift, I'm only working 4 4-hour days. 4 times 4 is what, guys? 16. So if I'm only working 16 hours a week, it's not really helping me out. And Christine was like, why don't you ask Mike for that 5th day? I'm like, I want to. So at least we can get 20 hours a week. I was like, oh, I'll text him tonight. And she's like, no, I think you should do it in person. And that's what I love about Christine is she's her professionalism. It's just like it exudes, you know. A lot of people can learn from her and from myself, like real professionalism, you know. Like we have a lot of call outs that happen, and you know, some people will just excessively call out. And it's like, why even bother asking us for a job if all you can do is call out? That makes zero sense. That's why I feel for Mike, and I don't ever envy Mike, because this job is not that hard. But the problem is when you're hiring a bunch of youngsters, I guess this is what you got to go through. A lot of call-outs. And unfortunately, it's been a big revolving door. There are the people who do want to work and the people who don't. And, yeah, it sucks. But anyway, I appreciate having Christine there. She's my work sister. Yeah, man. It's your boy King Churro. Remember that you're loved, and remember to be great every day. It's your boy.
Every day you wake up, you got a decision to make. To go right or left, up or down, right or wrong. At the end of the day, you make the decision. Nobody forces you. So make the right decision. Make moves, set the goal. Stop making excuses, man. And if it look like a duck, walk like a duck, and sound like a duck, it's a duck. Stop guessing. Just do the right thing. You heard? You hear me? I love y'all. Stay positive. Love one another.
All right.